Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Two Crypto Noobs. My name is Amir.
And I'm Zainab.
And today we are going to go into some FUD that is currently taking place and more. But before we get into it, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Be notified when we create new content. Other people can be notified when we do our thing as well. I didn't know what to say there. I just winged it. Ready?
Ready? As Amir was saying, everyone, we have some FUD in the market involving Cardano and ADA. There was a delisting of ADA and also Tron on an eToro exchange. And so Charles Hoskinson immediately got on the air, which I appreciate him doing that, and gave us an explanation of what he thinks is happening. He stated that he did not get any regulatory guidelines or there aren't any regulatory issues that have been presented to him at Cardano. And so again, like Amir has stated, this is FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt just being pushed in the market to manipulate the market involving ADA and Cardano. Now, did the coin get delisted? Absolutely. ADA was delisted from eToro, and then a period of time where you'll be able to kind of wean off of and wean out of certain services involving ADA. At the same time, Charles Hoskinson announced on his live stream that Bitstamp will be picking the coin up. And so Bitstamp is a larger exchange. ADA is being traded on several platforms, so we can take a look at it now. Charles mentioned that there will probably be some more developments coming from eToro as to why this happened, but they are saying it's regulatory issues that Charles Hoskinson is not aware of in the least bit on the Cardano camp. But when you look at the number of exchanges that Cardano is being traded on, come on now, people. It was just one exchange. And when they lost one, they gained another one, which was Bitstamp.
Right. And so as we were saying before, it's a small exchange and they're listed on plenty of exchanges. So don't listen to the hype about whatever eToro is talking about. I'm sure we'll have more in the future. But as we stated before, there are no regulatory issues that we're facing because it's a deregulated market. At the end of the day, they're that eToro may be unhappy with, and it's totally up to them whether or not they want to list a token. But in my personal opinion, we already talked about Cardano in an earlier video this week, and we discussed how he likes to take his time and make sure that his products are pristine before he actually releases them. So right now, Cardano is a long-term hold. It is going to take a while for you to start seeing some price action moving upwards, but that's only because of how he decided to formulate his business as a person. So at the end of the day, I do think that people should continue to hodl and continue to see where the fruits of this man's labor lies, because he's done a really good job and I'm expecting great things from the future. And he literally came out with this particular statement immediately when the FUD came out.
Immediately.
So usually it takes teeth pulling and stuff like that, but let's see what Charles Hoskinson has to say.
Right. This was great. And as Amir says, that he takes his time, he does the work right. They're founded on peer reviews and research, this particular blockchain, and it's a long-term hold for me. So I'm excited and continue to be excited about the work that Cardano does and the ADA coin. Okay. So now that we got that FUD out the way, let's switch on to what Bitcoin is doing today.
Oh man, we didn't start with Bitcoin today. How not like that?
We had to get that FUD, and we had to clear that FUD out the air. We had to clear it out. So let's go into Bitcoin.
And leading off with Bitcoin, $57,526.95. It does look like we are up 2.6%, which is great. Right. So let's go down and see what the chart is looking like for the last 24 hours. We still have some sideways motion. It does kind of look like we are a little bullish as it shows with us being up 2%. Our 24-hour low is 55,865, and our 24-hour high is 57,954.
Right. So this is great. Bitcoin is making moves to the upside, and we keep bouncing off of that 56, 57 support line, right? And so hopefully that'll get us some nice momentum to the upside.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. I want to take a moment to talk about Ethereum and why this crypto billionaire abandoned Ethereum. The billionaire we're referencing is Su Zhu, the CEO and CIO of 3 Hours Capital, a Singapore-based fund management firm. And basically what Su Zhu is stating is that Ethereum has failed the cryptocurrency space, and that the fees are just extremely high. And so it does not allow an opportunity for newcomers to be a part of the cryptocurrency space. I mean, the fees are really, I'm here to attest that in the last 2 to 3 months, the fees for Ethereum trades went from maybe $6 to $12 to $15 to now upwards of 100 and something, to sometimes ridiculous fees of 500 and something Ethereum tokens per transaction, which is just really mind-boggling to me. And that just goes against what the cryptocurrency space, in my opinion, is supposed to be about.
Yeah, I agree. So pretty much what's going on is he's saying that he has abandoned Ethereum despite supporting it in the past. It says Ethereum has abandoned its users despite supporting them in the past. So basically what he means by that is Ethereum had a lot of support, even when the hacker came and took all the money and all the stuff that they had going on within their particular development. A lot of people stuck by them. A lot of people kept using their platform and continue to use their platform. But the idea of sitting around and waiting and watching the burn while zero newcomers can afford the chain, he's saying that is gross, right? So long story short, I have a whole bunch of people who would love to look up ERC20 tokens that Ethereum network has to offer, but due to the high fees, they're straying away from it, which is a bad marketing strategy for anything Ethereum based. So if I have 10 friends who want to get into, say, Tame Inu, but hey, $100 to $500 to buy $50 worth of coins, that's doesn't make any logical sense. And so as a business aspect, he's saying that this isn't sustainable for newcomers to be added to you guys' platform, and doesn't want to have his holdings in Ethereum being, it's hard for mass adoption to take place with the fees being so high, which I completely understand. You can clearly see that people are shifting gears when it comes to different platforms that they're using and different currencies that they're investing in because of the fees. So, and then even some of these particular exchanges are taking advantage of the fact that Ethereum fees are high. And so with buying it through an Ethereum-based platform, you know, you're getting all the benefits that come with the coin. But then you get this other exchange, it's like, hey, we'll pay that fee, but guess what? That reward system that you get for holding, I'm taking 1% of that.
Right.
And I'm also not giving you your coins until the end of the month. It's just a bad market model, the coin.
And so people are coming for Zhu on Twitter as well. The Ethereum maximalists are coming for him. So I just think that he was bold in his statement, and it was needed for people to understand that Ethereum needs to move to 2.0, and hopefully with 2.0 there will be reduced fees, because it's not a platform for the masses, right? And so this morning I just wanted to give everybody an example of some of those fees. I wanted to swap tokens on Uniswap. And so to give you an example of the fees, the miner fee was $165.60, but the transaction itself was $43.20. So someone new and just entering, just have, you know, few dollars to enter into the space How are you doing it? Who would do this? $43 for me to buy the token or coin, and it's $165.60 fee, Ethereum fee for the network. That's insane. But I've seen the network fees, as I said before, upwards of $500. It's a range. And so you can find yourself sitting trying to get a good deal when should be something that's affordable for everyone.
Yeah, I definitely think it's ridiculous. But enough about that. We've talked about it time and time again. Ethereum, please think about this, because at the end of the day, there are other layers that we can invest in that doesn't have this type of problem. So
absolutely. And so let's talk about the IMF and how they're still giving El Salvador's the blues over their Bitcoin adoption.
So we all know El Salvador has adopted Bitcoin as an official legal tender, but IMF is expressing their concern over Bitcoin adoption. The same things that people were saying about Bitcoin as be successful is the same thing that IMF is pretty much saying about why it's not going to work in El Salvador. They're saying it's too volatile. They're saying that it's not going to work out in their favor. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin has proven that in the future, it will be a force to be reckoned with. So,
right, absolutely. I agree. And so what I am seeing is El Salvador is standing up and saying, hey, we need to make ourselves more independent, right? We need money. We need to do something to enhance and move our economy. And IMF, who's used to bailing El Salvador out, is saying, no, continue to get a handout from us. Why are you moving towards an independent country and could do things on your own as far as currency and money and funds when we can still continue to give you a handout? IMF, leave them alone. Let them do what they need to do. They're trying to be a more independent country. They're making bold moves in the area of cryptocurrency to have that happen. You know, sometimes it's okay. Let the person who has been dependent on you have wings and fly. Okay? Leave them alone.
yeah, that's pretty much all it boils down to. It's just more people coming out with information, just try to slander the name of Bitcoin, but we all know what we can do. So congrats to El Salvador again. We really appreciate you, and keep a foot on their neck. Don't let up.
Right. Exactly. And so prior to the announcement of eToro, we had already had lined up to talk about Cardano. Cardano is a long-term hold for several reasons, right? And so this was just an article that came out from Crypto Watch that's saying, okay, we've seen some price action that's moving to the downside, okay. And we have other cryptocurrencies that's experiencing the same thing. But hey, Cardano is a force to be reckoned with. It has a platform that has been thought through. It's research and peer review oriented. And Cardano has some really good increases to come in the future. So I just wanted to have this article and pull this article up from Investor Place about Cardano.
Right, and let's be clear, I said this yesterday, just because people are investing in other cryptocurrencies devalidate or invalidate, people have been buying their positions in Cardano for years now. So the simple fact that it's doing what it's doing, and it has as many coins as it has, and it still is a top 10 cryptocurrency set, it for you. It's a slow moving coin, and it still showed and has been showing moves since we've been into cryptocurrency. So at the end of the day, it's okay for investors to invest in new projects. That's what they're supposed to do. So shout out to Sol, no shade. Shout out to AVAX, no shade. Shout out to Shiba Inu, no shade. But at the end of the day, these investors already have their holdings in Cardano. They're trying to see what these other coins can do. So I really appreciate Charles Hoskinson. I'm gonna say it again. He has a temper, but we all do. And he's very passionate about what he does. So ignore it. I definitely will not be selling my positions in Cardano. I am a holder.
Absolutely not.
And we will see where it the price takes us. But
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's 10 years from now and it shows me some love, I'll still be appreciative of the work that it's doing. We have to understand. So that's my spiel.
Right. And again, like this article says, ADA's long-term prospects remain bright, right? So the only other thing that we wanted to touch on today was about just doing some research while the market is in kind of a sideways and may have dips here and there. And one of the areas that I wanted to focus on in terms of research, right, is to utilize CoinGecko in terms of the categories that you can look and discover new coins. One of the areas that individuals interested in looking for new coins and learning more about new coins is to go to the categories area here. And you can see that the coins are broken down in various areas of concentration. So you have the smart contracts, you have decentralized finance, you have exchange-based tokens, you have stable coins, you have the Solana ecosystem, Polygon ecosystem, and such. And so I just wanted to show meme tokens, the Avalanche ecosystem, the metaverse, which people are talking about a lot. So I just wanted to bring up this section of CoinGecko to give the viewers an opportunity to see where you can kind of find coins and do your research on them. So say, for instance, we know that Axie Infinity, the price is soaring, right? And so if you wanted to look for a coin that may not have the market cap of Axie Infinity, maybe starting off, that you wanted to do your research on, what I sometimes do is I do ascending. What is that, ascending or is it descending? I take and I filter the coins based on lowest price, and I start to look at some of the coins that have entered the space in a lower market cap. Now, of course, they're more risky, but I can look at these coins and start to research them on their websites. Let's say UFO Gaming, I can go there, I can look at the price, then I can go to their website from here, and then I can start researching what this coin and this project has to offer. So this is something that we wanted to share with the viewers today, and hopefully it will be useful to you.
Yeah, this is UFO Gaming. I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this. But yep, thank you for that. That's a really good tidbit of information. It's always good to know what you're looking for, because just follow the investors. They go from here to there to there to there. So it's always good to be able to have a way to sort things out and invest based upon what the fundamentals are with each coin. So is that it? Are we done?
That's it. That's a wrap. Put a pin on it until the next time.
Sounds good. So thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Two Crypto Noobs. We really, really appreciate you joining us today. If you liked anything about us at all, be it our personalities, our faces, our information, please hit that like button and go ahead on and put on the notification bell so that you can be notified when we release videos. And please, please, please subscribe. It's free. Why not? Thank you guys one more time for tuning in, and Noobs out. Peace.
Noobs out. Peace.